Welcome to City Snippet. Today we visit the Rockefeller Center holiday lights. One night this past week, we walked through Midtown on our way to Rockefeller Center. New York City has its big holiday sites like the tree at Rockefeller Center, but there are many less grandiose but equally special sights to see. When we reached 6th Avenue, we came upon all the oversized decorations like these toy soldiers. Oops, this one's in jail. These giant toy soldiers, which you can see when you see some humans nearby. They've been around for years, as well as other decorations. These candy canes, I feel like they're kind of new, but I may have seen them last year, but they're pretty cool. There are many decorations on 6th Avenue, and there are also trees just filled with the bright, sparkly lights. That you'll find all over Manhattan, at least. And these red baubles are an annual sight. They're huge. They kind of float on the water fountain plaza area. There are usually a lot of people who come by to see all the decorations over here. And the night we walked by was no different. There were actually quite a few people out to see the decorations and the lights. But the Rock Center area itself was set up for reduced crowds with big circles on the ground for waiting in line and security people moving viewers along. We passed by the toy store FAO Schwartz on our way to the tree. This 75-foot spruce tree originated from upstate New York. And did you hear about the northern saw-whet owl, Rocky, short for Rockefeller, who hitched a ride on the tree? And he was released in upstate New York and is fine. So it was a happy ending story. Every year I like to go see the tree before it has its lights on it and afterward. It's just kind of a cool thing to have such a huge tree right in the middle of all the busy area in the buildings. This window display nearby with the owl saying, "I'm all right, guys," was kind of cute. And whoa, 5th Avenue was filled with lots of people, lots of noise, and lots of sparkly lights. The Rockefeller Center area is usually a zoo of people, and it was crowded this year, but it was controlled within the space, and you couldn't get as near to the tree. But once you got to 5th Avenue, it was a bit of a free-for-all. 5th Avenue has a lot of retail shops with a lot of decorations for the holidays, and this Saks Fifth Avenue light show with music. Well, it was some outdoor entertainment, so that was fun, but it was pretty crowded. We stood and watched the whole musical light show display. And believe it or not, this is not the entire thing, although I do include various video and photographs of it, because the lights were very pretty. I have to give it credit for that. If anything, the maker in me gets curious about things like this, like how the facade of a building becomes the palette for a visual display. It's probably old hat for people who work on these types of light shows, but for me, I always wonder, like, how do you get the colors to blend and to shade into other colors and morph into sparklies? And anyways, I always wonder about the behind the scenes stuff. This pulled away shot shows you how it is just the facade of the building. But on this evening, we finished watching the light show and we headed north a little bit on 5th Avenue, looking west over toward the tree to see the little display area there. And you can see that there are actually crowds. There are a lot of people there. There were so many people, in fact, that I could not get away from there fast enough at that point. So we walked west on 50th Street and wandered some of the side street areas. Right after Thanksgiving, trees and decorations pop up all over New York City, and many shop windows have special displays. But as we headed west, we came upon a special Christmas-themed shop with retro creatures and animatronic person who was a little creepy, but the animals were cute. And in this season, the lights around the city are just extra festive. The lights just seem to sparkle a little bit extra. So happy holidays from me to you.